How will the Euro 2024 final stack up against every other final? To wet your whistle, here's every final winning moment at the Euros. The very first UEFA European Championship in 1960 saw a dramatic clash between the Soviet Union and Yugoslavia. Held in France, this inaugural final was a battle of endurance and skill. In front of a packed Parc des Princes, the USSR, led by the legendary Lev Yashin in goal, faced a resilient Yugoslav side. The match went into extra time after a 1-1 draw in regular play. Viktor Penedelnik became the hero of the Soviets, scoring the decisive goal in the 113th minute, securing a 2-1 victory and winning the trophy for his nation. They fell short next time. Fast forward to 1964 and the European Championship final pitted Spain against the defending champions, the Soviet Union, in Madrid's iconic Santiago Bernabeu. Spain, driven by home support and a desire for glory, played with relentless energy. The match started with an early goal from Spain's Jesus Maria Parada, only for the Soviets to equalise minutes later. The game seemed poised for a stalemate until Marcelino's 84th minute header sealed a 2-1 victory for Spain. The Italians read the memo and followed suit. The 1968 final is one of the most remarkable in the European Championship history due to its unique conclusion. Held in Rome, the final saw Italy facing Yugoslavia. The initial match ended 1-1, with goals from Dragan Zajic and Angelo Demaghini. Remarkably, due to the rules at the time, the match was replayed 2 days later. In the rematch, Italy dominated from the start, with goals from Luigi Riva and Pietro Anastasi, leading to a 2-0 victory. From a brilliant Italian side to a legendary West Germany machine. By 1972, West Germany had established itself as a football powerhouse. The European Championship final that year, held in Brussels, saw them up against the Soviet Union. Gerd Muller, known as Der Bomber, was in sensational form, scoring twice to lead the Germans to a 3-0 victory. Herbert Wimmer adding another, the Soviet defence had no answer to Muller's relentless attacks and couldn't hold them. The Germans will, however, fail when they meet a legendary penalty taker. The 1976 final, held in Belgrade, is forever remembered for its dramatic conclusion and the birth of the Panenka penalty. Czechoslovakia faced defending champions West Germany. In a gripping encounter, the match ended 2-2 after extra time, forcing a penalty shootout. With the score tied in the shootout, Antonin Panenka stepped up for Czechoslovakia. Instead of a powerful strike, he delicately chipped the ball into the centre of the goal, catching the German keeper Sepp Maier off guard. This audacious kick sealed a 5-3 victory on penalties and handed Czechoslovakia their first and only European Championship. While Panenka's name became synonymous with the daring penalty technique, the Germans will, however, come back stronger when, held in Italy, the 1980 final featured West Germany against Belgium. The Germans, seeking to reclaim their throne, showed their prowess early on. Horst Hrubesch scored the opening goal within the first 10 minutes. Belgium equalised in the second half with a penalty, but Hrubesch was not done yet. In the 88th minute, he headed home a dramatic winner, securing a 2-1 victory for West Germany. Hrubesch's 2 goals underscored West Germany's strength and marked their second European Championship title. Next, it was rendezvous all the way when the French hosted the party. The 1984 tournament saw host nation France capturing their first major trophy. Held in Paris, the final against Spain became a historic moment for French football. The match was tightly contested, but Michel Platini, the tournament's top scorer, broke the deadlock with a free kick that awkwardly slipped past Spanish goalkeeper Luis Arconada. Bruno Boulogne added a second goal in the dying moments, sealing a 2-0 victory. Platini's heroics throughout the tournament, including this final, cemented his legacy and brought joy to French fans as their team lifted the European trophy on home soil. Next, we saw the rise of a Dutch maestro. The 1988 final, held in Munich, saw the Netherlands face the Soviet Union. The Dutch team, led by the dynamic duo of Ruud Gullit and Marco van Basten, played with flair and confidence. Gullit opened the scoring with a powerful header, but it was Van Basten's stunning volley in the second half that truly stole the show. From an almost impossible angle, Van Basten unleashed a strike that sailed over the Soviet keeper and into the net. This goal is often hailed as one of the greatest in football history, and it helped secure a 2-0 victory for the Netherlands, their first major international trophy. In 1992, Denmark provided one of the most magical stories in European Championship history. Originally not even qualified, Denmark was called up to replace Yugoslavia at the last minute due to political issues. The Danes, against all odds, reached the final where they faced the reigning world champions Germany. Held in Gothenburg, the final saw Denmark take an early lead through John Jensen's thunderous strike. Kim Wilfort added a second, sealing a 2-0 victory. Denmark's fairy tale run capped with this triumph is a testament to the unpredictability and magic of football. The Germans once again showed their mettle. The 1996 final, held in Wembley, introduced the concept of the golden goal, a rule where the first goal in extra time wins the match. Germany faced the Czech Republic in a tense battle. The Czechs took the lead with a penalty, but Germany equalised through Oliver Bierhoff. In extra time, Bierhoff became the hero with the first ever golden goal in European Championship history, scoring a dramatic second to secure a 2-1 victory. This triumph marked Germany's third European Championship title and introduced a thrilling, albeit short-lived, twist to the game. Next up, Didier Deschamps will be looking to replicate Euro 2000. The 2000 final, held in Rotterdam, saw a gripping encounter between France and Italy. Italy took the lead through Marco Del Vecchio and seemed poised for victory. However, in the dying seconds of regular time, Sylvain Wiltord scored a dramatic equaliser for France, sending the game into extra time. Just as fans were settling in for a long night, David Trezeguet delivered a spectacular golden goal, smashing a left-footed volley into the net. This 2-1 victory secured France's second European Championship and added to their World Cup triumph from 2 years earlier, solidifying their status as football's dominant force. Next was an absolute shocker. The 2004 tournament produced one of the most shocking results in football history. Greece, a team with little pedigree on the international stage, faced hosts Portugal in the final in Lisbon. The Greeks, under the tactical genius of Otto Rehagel, had already stunned Europe by reaching the final. In a tightly contested match, Angelo Charistes headed home the only goal from a corner in the 57th minute. Greece's disciplined defence held firm, and they secured a 1-0 victory. This monumental upset showcased the power of teamwork and strategy, making Greece's triumph one of the most memorable in European Championship history. Next, we see the rise of football mastery. The 2008 final in Vienna marked the beginning of Spain's golden era in football. Spain faced Germany in a highly anticipated showdown. Fernando Torres became the hero of the night, scoring the only goal in the 33rd minute with a delicate chip over German keeper Jens Lehmann. Spain's fluid and possession-based style of play, orchestrated by Xavi and Andres Iniesta, dominated the tournament. This 1-0 victory ended Spain's 44-year wait for a major trophy and laid the foundation for their future successes, including back-to-back European Championships and a World Cup. They did it again. 4 years later, in 2012, Spain returned to the final, this time facing Italy in Kiev. Spain delivered a masterclass in football, producing one of the most dominant performances in European Championship history. David Silva opened the scoring with a header in the 14th minute, followed by a powerful strike from Jordi Alba just before half-time. In the second half, Fernando Torres and Juan Mata each added a goal, leading Spain to a resounding 4-0 victory. Cristiano Ronaldo turned coach to help secure a first title for Portugal. The 2016 final, held in Paris, presented a gripping showdown between Portugal and host nation France. The match had an unexpected twist when Portugal's talisman Cristiano Ronaldo was forced off the pitch due to an injury in the first half. Despite the setback, Portugal displayed remarkable resilience. The match remained goalless through regular time, pushing into extra time. In the 109th minute, Eder, an unlikely hero, struck a long-range shot that found the back of the net, stunning the French crowd. Portugal held on to their 1-0 lead and lifted the crown. England failed to bring it home at home when the 2020 European Championship final, postponed to 2001 due to the COVID-19 pandemic, was held at Wembley Stadium with Italy facing England. The atmosphere was electric, especially with England playing on home soil and seeking their first major trophy since 1966. England took an early lead with Luke Shaw's goal in the second minute, setting a stage for a dramatic encounter. Italy equalised in the second half through Leonardo Bonanucci's scrappy goal, and the match proceeded to a tense penalty shootout after a 1-1 draw in extra time. Italy's goalkeeper Gianluigi Donnarumma emerged as the hero, making crucial saves, including the decisive one against Bukayo Saka. Italy triumphed 3-2 in the shootout, capturing their first European Championship since 1968. And there you have it, every winning moment at the Euros, a journey through time. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more amazing content.